Whoa, whoa, yeah. This one's a little loosey-goosey.
Is it compared to the other one?
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. All right, guys. So we are wrapping up another week here at the shop. Weeks seem like they fly by. Kind of suck.
Yeah, we just got back from lunch last Friday.
Yeah, we just got back last Friday. But yeah, no, we're gonna give y'all a rundown again. This is gonna be episode 2 of our shop update and stuff like that. We've gotten a lot done this week though, so I'm super excited about that. So we'll just kind of jump right into it and go from there. You got something you want to say?
No? Which way are you going?
Oh, we're going to the Mustang first. This Mustang first.
All right.
So last Friday, y'all seen that we got this Fox body in and everything, and we did a nice little rundown of what all we're going to be doing to it. So we're going to give y'all a rundown of what we've gotten done so far this week. Probably start in front and work our way back. So not a whole lot's gone on in the front so far, but as you can see, also too, this has been Derek's baby this week, but we got the front nose off of this thing, and then we went ahead and got the motor plate tabs knocked off here. We still got to clean those up, but then we also it still had the stock style motor mounts and stuff in it, so we got those knocked off there, got those painted up and everything. I mean, that's pretty much it for now until we get our mid plate and motor plate and stuff in for the new motor. So now we'll work our way to the back. As you can see, we got the big boy Ron G shocks in there. Kind of like we said last week, what all was involved was cutting out their shock bar and their uprights and stuff. But as you can see, these shocks stick way up inside of this car. I believe these shocks, fully extended, were almost 6 inches taller than the other shocks. So that's why they stick so far up inside the car. But pretty much all we did, we added a rear plate here, moved their shock bar back some, but then we ran these uprights and then ran our top crossbar with our shock bar mounts and everything on there. One day we'll kind of go into a little bit more depth of how we do all this, because there's some little easy tricks that we have to make this a lot easier, and we unfortunately, there's kind of something I was wanting to do, but we didn't have time to get it done. But we got all that done. All that's fully welded. The car is sitting lower than what it was, and with the way they had everything mounted last time, the car was as low as it possibly could go, and the customer wanted it lower. So the way that we have everything situated in the car right now, his shock mounts on the rear end are right in the middle. So if they need to raise the car up a little bit, they have 4 holes to the top side that they can raise it. And if he wants to slam this thing in the ground, he has 4 holes down to the bottom side that he can lower this car. But like I said, the car is sitting lower than what it was. So pretty happy with that. Still, next thing that we got to do, we got to trim the fender lips. But from there, Derek has been knocking it out, and he's been playing arts and crafts all week for the second half of the week, getting all the templates and stuff made for the tin work in the rear of this trunk. It's honestly been kind of difficult just with all the bars and everything and the way everything's going to lie in here.
It's going to come out really good, though. Everything's fitting nice and tight so far.
Everything fits very nice and tight. And for anyone that has never done tin work, it is like the most tedious thing in the world to make it right. You can do tin work quick, but to make it not nice and all the gaps and everything extremely nice, it takes time. And that's why we always use templates. And then once we get done with templates, as you can see here, he's got this thing, and it's probably been modified 3 or 4 times to make it fit exactly like it needs to. So that's kind of it on this so far, isn't it? Got anything else you want to add on it?
Got 3 out of 4 panels knocked out, and then that'll be wrapped up, get it all riveted, get everything painted in the back.
Yep. Like I said, this has been Derek's baby. He's done everything on this car so far, so it's coming out nice. We've made good headway on it. Customer's super excited and happy with the progress that we've made. So really, as long as these parts keep rolling in on these next few things that we want to do, this thing should be knocked out in another week or 2. So
speaking of Mustangs.
Yep, Mustangs. We got the new gen S550 in here. Very clean car. I mean, this car is super clean.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't have hardly any miles in it. We didn't really do a whole lot to it. I mean, anybody that's ever heard one of these cars with an exhaust on it know that they're extremely loud and that they drone extremely bad. So all we did, this thing's got a 3-inch, was it MBRP?
Mm-hmm.
It's got 3-inch stainless MBRP exhaust on it, and the customer was complaining about it droning really bad. Which, like I said, if anybody's ever been around one of these cars, they're obnoxiously loud, especially whenever you're driving on the interstate. So we took the exhaust off, cut it, and put some. Why's my mind going, boy? What did we? Yeah, we
Resonators.
put some resonators. We did some vibrant 12-inch resonators on it to maybe try to help that drone a little bit. But honestly, this car sounds pretty good. It's not quite as bad as all most of them are, but so what we done that. He's actually on his way right now to pick it up, and
Did you bring the keys?
no, I did not. Alright, so I guess we're gonna let y'all hear this thing. I ain't gonna rev it because they're extremely loud whenever you rev it. Set that one out.
Cut it off.
So let's finish up on that one. It sounds pretty good. Like I said, super nice car. That's the cool, or that's a good thing for us about this new shop is we are able to take in small jobs like this and be able to get them in and out.
How long was that here?
Just a day. It was just here a day. Obviously, it's something small, but we worked it in between all of our other stuff. Also, too, from our last week's video, the little Porsche that y'all seen, we finished it up. Didn't really get a whole lot of footage in it of it or anything. Derek might be able to throw a picture of it up or something like that, so y'all that didn't see it last week can see what we was working on. It's super cool, but got that done. He picked it up on Tuesday. That was another one of them real quick jobs. So like I said, this new shop allows us to do this quick job. So if anybody has any quick jobs, we can definitely do that. Let me answer this phone call real quick. So after the second interruption, we'll get it going on. Also, I was going to show y'all. I know in last week's video, told y'all that we had a customer with a rear end for sale. This is actually the rear end that is for sale. So let y'all see that. Obviously, it still is for sale. Super nice piece. If anyone is interested, it's a stock suspension Mustang housing, mild steel, got anti-roll bar tabs and everything on it. But it's never been in the car. He clear coated it, put the center section in, and then changed his mind on what he wanted to do. So, like I said, it's mild steel, 5/8 offset for the stock suspension Mustang stuff. But if you're interested, just you can either email us, call us, or give us a shout on social media, and I can get you the rest of the details for it. So now we'll walk down here, and as you can see, we have a new project in the shop. This was actually a project that was supposed to come in last Friday. It'd be on last Friday's video, but they wasn't able to get it here to us on time. Pretty excited about this build. So this is a 72 Chevelle. Super nice car. It's already been through it's been pretty much a frame off restoration. All the body work's done to the car. It's technically all these panels are ready to paint, but they're going to go ahead and repaint everything at the same time once it gets done. But kind of give y'all a rundown on what we're doing. We are doing upper and lower torque boxes in the car, subframe connectors, coilover mounts, and then here in a second we'll go ahead and go show y'all the rear end and stuff that we built for this thing. But today you can see the lower torque boxes were already cut out of the car. Got the upper torque boxes cut out, spring buckets and everything. And actually going to use this to kind of make sure all my measurements are right for the new upper torque boxes and stuff. But a little bit different than what we usually work on. I mean, I'm sure that y'all can tell. This is more of a pro touring style car, so I think his goal with or his idea for it right now, is to put a new gen like LT4 in it with an automatic 10 speed. Just to have a super nice car that drives good, that he can just cruise around in. It's gonna be a super nice car. Like I said, the frame, the whole underside of the car has already been painted and stuff, which he'll have to redo from what we're doing. But he's got these, I believe it's 20s on the front. He's running 22s on the rear. The rear wheels look just sick. So,
Yeah, he's lucky those aren't a Ford truck bolt pattern
yeah,
because they would come up missing.
yeah. So I believe these are 22s. You know, he's got that super big lip, which I'm excited about that we did the big lip on this thing because it's gonna look super good underneath that car. Um, he also went ahead and spent the money because a lot of people they'll buy these big wheels and then keep those tiny little 4 piston calipers on it. So he spent the money, got the big brakes for it to match the big wheels. So excited about that. Um, this car is it's gonna be a super nice car and it's gonna do really good for pictures. So excited about getting this thing done. Guess we'll walk in here to the. You got something?
So torque boxes, are those prefab or you make them?
No, so these are a custom set of torque boxes that we do. We don't really offer them. It is something that we can do if somebody wants them, but it's kind of like with a lot of the other stuff that we do. We usually just offer this type of stuff to customers' projects that are here. But this is the DIY kit that we get from one of our companies that we work with that we'll be building. I've actually got the boxes themselves welded up, just doing all the other fixturing and bar work to get them all tied together before we put them up in there. But now we're gonna run in here in the office real quick, give y'all a rundown on the rear suspension that's going in the car. So this is the rear end that's going in the car. Um, we've actually had it done for a while. If you follow us on social media, you've seen this rear end posted before. But pretty much as soon as he got his wheel and tire combo in, I went over to his house, and took a measurement for the rear end and everything so we could go ahead and get started on this process. That way, once he brought us the car, it was already ready, and that wasn't something else that we was having to wait on to be able to move forward with the car. So this should be a pretty quick process on this car. But this is a body, G body stock suspension housing. Obviously, instead of with the stock suspension on A body, G bodies, they have a cool spring in the rear. We're obviously ditching that cool spring, going over with going to a cool over. But yeah, this is just pretty standard housing. It's mild steel. It's been powder coated a like metallic black. It's dusty right now, but it's got a lot of speckle and stuff in it, so that's nice. It's got the billet shop mounts in it that are in the parts room, and then we did the stainless brake line kit. So it's gonna be super nice up underneath the car. Um, as you can see here in front of us, we got a set of 31 spline strange axles for this thing. Um, if anybody's wondering why we went with a 31 over a 33 or 35, the biggest reason is because once you go over a 31 spline axle, with this being a street car, you don't want to put spool in it, and a locker or a posi unit for anything over 31 spline is absolutely outrageous. So 31 spline will be plenty of axle for this car with the type of power he's wanting to make, and just a lot more economical for the whole build process itself. But we've got strange axles for it. It's got wildwood rear brakes, wildwood front brakes, and then we also have a strange pullover for this thing. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of going to be a wrap on this thing. Obviously, next week we'll show y'all some of the process. Hopefully, we'll have the torque boxes up in there. But we, like I said, we pretty much got all the parts to get this car into a roller, and then once it's into a roller, he's going to be taking it back home and starting to get the motor and transmission and everything in it. So, got anything else to add, Derek?
Oh, help me out of the floor.
We are getting into the hot part of the season, so it's been a little bit of a adjustment for us because our last shop had AC out in it. It didn't work the greatest, but it definitely kept the humidity down. So that's been a little bit of an adjustment for us. But like I said, you got anything else to add?
We got anything else coming in? Nothing this week, right?
We ain't got nothing new this week. We do have a pretty big project coming in next Friday. Like I said in the last videos, man, it seems like pretty much every Friday we're gonna have another project coming in. So that's why we're trying to turn and burn these projects that are out here. Just because we like to keep them moving, keep stuff fresh, and keeps everybody happy. So
What about a shout out to the young man we just sponsored? It's gonna be racing this weekend.
Oh yeah, unfortunately we forgot to video, or we would have y'all some video footage, but so obviously we're a motorsports company and we mainly focus in drag racing. But me and Derek both, we are a lover of anything that has a motor and wheels on it. So whether it's drag racing, drifting, I mean really just show cars, motocross, I mean UTV racing, I mean any of that type of stuff we love. And besides that too, anything action sports wise we pretty much like. So we're definitely diverse in that sense. And but instead of sponsoring the drag racers and stuff this year, we decided to do something a little bit different. I think it's a lot cooler. They definitely appreciate it a lot more than some of the other people. But we are now sponsoring this young man's name, and Derek can throw a picture up of what we've done. His name's Camden Mast, and he is he's a motocross racer. He is right now he's on a KTM 65. He does a lot of the local stuff, and they're actually traveling a lot this year trying to get him qualified for Loretta's. So we decided to sponsor him this year, gave him some of our gear and stuff like that, just shirt, hat, and junk like that. But then we also did a custom graphics kit for his bike for this year. And big shout out to Jack with Enamel Brand for hooking us up with that. We partnered with him to get his graphics kit. They built the graphics kit for us, and we installed it here at the shop. We was wanting to record it all and everything like that, but we just got caught up in the moment and didn't. It was really cool. I haven't seen a kid that excited in a long time, so that was cool. But we actually are planning on sponsoring several other kids this year in the motocross series that's local here. Um, but yeah, he's racing this weekend, so everybody keep your fingers crossed. Give him a shout out and stuff in the comments. But that's pretty cool. So this next one that we do, we'll definitely have a video and stuff of us doing the graphics kit and kind of giving them everything. So uh, I think that's about it. I don't think we have anything else. Pretty good wrap up. Oh, something else. Next week, y'all should be able to see. We should have our first after hours video up. So that'll be pretty cool. Like I said, some of y'all might like that, some of y'all might not. But we're trying to grow this thing, and that's something that we're gonna have to do to help grow this. So um, definitely appreciate y'all guys. Go on the social media pages on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Make sure y'all are liking and following us. Like all the posts and stuff like that. It really helps us out. And just keep liking these videos. Comment what you want to see. And we appreciate everything y'all do for us. But we'll see y'all next time.